Hey everybody, this is Kyle with the Dumb Friends League, and I'm here to talk to you about a proper pet care. When we're thinking about adopting a companion animal, it's really important that we research what those animals' needs are. And it's going to range depending on what type of animal it is. Not every animal has the same needs. In animal shelters all over the country, we see animals being surrendered to us because people don't know what they're getting themselves into when they decide to add an animal to their family. So let's start with food. Very important, right? Just like we need food, our animals need food as well, and we need to make sure that we are feeding them the right type of food and the right amount. So we want to make sure that we're buying the correct food: dog food for dogs, cat food for cats, guinea pig food for guinea pigs, and so on, and giving them the right amount because that's going to have the right vitamins and nutrients that animal needs. And we want to make sure we're feeding them in a nice, clean dish. Water. Water is very important, but not all water is created equally, right? We want to give them nice, fresh, clean water and not dirty water like this, right? We don't want to drink this and we don't want to give it to our pets. Very important. If we have a small mammal, we might need to give them their water in one of these little water bottles that attaches to the side of their cage, because that's going to make sure that it stays clean for them. Toys. Toys are super important. Just like we don't want to be bored all day, neither do our pets. And the way to make sure that our pets aren't bored is to give them toys to play with. And that could be a dog bone, right, for our dogs. It could be one of these cat toys for our cats. It could be a scratching pad for our cats since they like to scratch things. But we want to make sure we're giving them enough toys and toys that they like so they don't turn our things into toys and get a little bit destructive. What else? Shelter. Shelter. Just like us, we need to make sure that we're safe from the elements, right? And our pets need to be as well. It's okay if our dog spends a little bit of time in the backyard, maybe coming in and out of a little dog house you have back there. But most of the time should be spent inside our homes with us where they're nice and safe. That goes for our cats as well and our small mammals. Even if they're in their tiny little cages, those cages should be in our homes with us. Grooming. Grooming needs range quite a bit, right? If you have a dog with a really long coat, you need to brush that regularly so it doesn't get all tangled and matted and dirty. But if you have an animal with really short hair, brushing isn't as necessary. Brushing their teeth, making sure their teeth and gums and mouth are nice and clean and safe, is super important as well. Clipping their nails, giving them a bath when they need one, very, very important. Grooming. Medical needs. Just like if we get sick or injured, we need to go to a doctor, so do our pets. And we need to take them regularly to a veterinarian just for checkups like we get checkups, but it might be a little bit more often if they are having some issues. Vet bills can really pile up, right? It can get really expensive. So that's a big thing to keep in mind if you're thinking about adding a pet to your family. A clean environment. Just like we don't want to be around poop and pee, our pets don't want to be around poop and pee. So we need to clean it up so they don't have to be. If we have a dog and they are going to the bathroom in the yard, we're going to clean it up for them. If we're taking them for a walk, we're going to use poop bags to clean up. If we have a cat, we're going to scoop their litter box with one of these once a day to make sure it's nice and fresh for them. If we have a small mammal, we're going to clean out their cage regularly so it doesn't get dirty in there and unsafe for them to be living in there. So a clean environment, very important. Exercise. Just like us, our pets need to engage in physical exercise to make sure that their bodies are nice and healthy. Just like we might go for a run, maybe it's a good idea to take your dog for a run, or maybe take them to a dog park and throw the ball around, right? That's a great way for them to get exercise. Having a tall cat tower for your cat to jump up and down from can be great. Having an exercise wheel or ball for your small mammal would be great for them. So many different ways to give your pets plenty of exercise. And last but not least, love. We need to give our pets plenty of love, because if we're not going to love our pets, we probably shouldn't have one, right? Very important. Well, thanks so much, and I hope you learned something.